I'm trying to explain, because actually you can't lose the turnover battle by 5 and have a 27-point loss,
Seems
20-point
impossible.
lead and lose. But let's go to Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Because as Doug said, they've had many a comeback,
Yeah.
many double-digit. Now they've won 6 in a row. So this is a team that was like gone, won the division hot, and then gone in this game. And you talked about the throwing outside, but there's more to it, Booger.
Yeah, Booms. Think about, first of all, the mental fortitude and the mental toughness it takes to be down 27-0, to lose a turnover battle by 5, to go into halftime and say, you know what, we're going to go back out and we're going to win this football game. So the mental toughness of the Jacksonville Jaguar football team is outstanding. And from an offensive standpoint, little subtle change. In the first half, the Chargers were sitting on the inside of all the routes. Notice Asante Samuel, everything he was jumping was inside. They made an adjustment. In the second half, they started throwing the football outside. Trevor Lawrence is 6'6", very strong arm. He's got the arm strength, and he started putting those balls deep down the field to the outside. Then the offense started to move. So Doug Peterson and the offensive staff are to be commended. A masterful adjustment based on what they were seeing in the first half to what they got in the second half.
You know, I don't know that this was their plan going in, but the regular season game, which was a long time ago in week three, that the Jags won big against the Chargers, it was the running and the motion and that sort of game. Now, maybe had they had the lead, they might have done that. So this is like the third different game plan. The oh, my goodness, we're throwing picks, we're throwing inside, now we're going outside. So they've changed a lot on the fly, in my eyes.
Well, Boom, that's what coaching is about. It's not about saying, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do what's working.
Right.
And so they had to figure out what was working today based on what the defense was giving them, Boom. And for Doug Peterson to continue to trust his quarterback.
You know, it was like it was like a playoff game last week in Tennessee. The first half, not good.
Yes.
Second half wasn't as good as this. But, but now, look, the Chargers. The history of the Chargers, do I have to get into it? I mean, this is just, you know, San Diego Chargers, we love them, right? It's just mind-numbing because the Charger fans will go, we've seen this before. Of course, this team has nothing to do with those necessarily. I didn't see them playing classic prevent defense, Booger. I mean, maybe a little. I'm not smart enough to see it on TV. You are. I mean, you play, but I didn't see that. So what else was not going?
I think there are two things to look at here, Boom. The micro. When you look at what happened in this specific game, they didn't play complimentary football. Anytime you're up 27-0, you don't need to be in a hurry. You shouldn't be throwing the football up and down the field. Run the football. They got Austin Eckler. Run the ball, play action pass, slow the game down. You got enough points to win the football game. And then some of the coaching decisions by Brandon Staley in the second half were not very good. And that's the micro. The macro, the bigger picture, Boom, is you have a defensive head coach in Brandon Staley whose team blew a 27-0 lead in the second half. And as much critique and applause as we give him for the first half, there are a lot of coaching decisions he's made throughout the season and throughout this game that have been questioned, and this game is going to be questioned. Now, whether or not he continues to be the Charger coach, I do not know, but he was coached up and down around the field by Doug Peterson. Doug Peterson put on a clinic tonight, and if you're a Charger fan, you can't be happy with how my head coach performed against a Super Bowl winning coach. We saw the difference tonight. One is a Super Bowl winning coach, and the other is not. And if you want to find out why, just look at the second half.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.